Hello everyone, welcome back to Charan Blog. First of all, I would like to say sorry for having a long gap since my last video. Okay, from now onwards, I will try to post um, the learnings. Okay, on every week. I will try to post at least one video on every week basis, weekly. Okay, you can check either Sunday night. Okay, by Sunday night, by Sunday night you could able to watch my a video. Okay, let us come back to our learning session in share marketing. Okay, today I would like to teach you how to read a balance sheet. Okay, this is one of the important learning in share market investment if you are a long term investor. Okay, and it is not like for long term only, for short term perspective people as well. Okay, so where you can get a balance sheet. So for share market you have plenty of websites to read a to know about a company financials and everything about a particular share. Okay, there are many websites, but I feel comfortable in reading balance sheets from the Money Control website. Okay, to get the balance sheet, first what you have to do, you have to go to Google search. Okay, and there you have to type the company name, and later you need to write balance sheet. If example, if I want to I want to read Panama Petrochemical balance sheet, what I will do, I will go to the Google search and I will type Panama Petrochemical balance sheet, and there you will get plenty of options from different websites to read the balance sheet. So as I have said, Money Control I find comfortable in reading the balance sheet. So there whatever the search result from the Money Control for the particular company balance sheet displayed result, I will click on it. I will read, I will see the I will see the values of what the current company financial is. Okay, so there are four important things that we should know in a company financial balance sheet. Okay, so one is non-current liabilities, other is current liabilities, other is current assets, other is fixed assets, and non-current assets also it is there. So in non-current assets only, fixed assets also included. Okay, so let us get to know one by one parameter. Okay, liabilities means it's a debt. Okay, and assets means the company's property, what it is currently holding. Okay, and first of all we will know about current liabilities. Current liabilities means, okay, it is trade payable. Okay, means you have bought some inventory and you need to pay for it. Okay, so that is a trade payable and you have to pay for that liability. And there are some other liabilities also where you supposed to pay. So basically current liabilities is like you need from the company amount you need to pay within 1 year, that is current liabilities. So basically current liabilities not treated as debt of the company. Though liabilities is known as debt, it is just a trade payable, means you need to pay it within 1 year. It's a part of the business. There would be trade receivables as well, which that is treated as current assets, where you need to get some payments, means you have bought some inventory to other company, and in which you expect some money to be paid by that party. So that is current assets. So this is current liabilities. So these things are not means current liabilities not be treated as debt. Other is non-current liabilities. So non-current liabilities are like they are long-term loans, okay, and so which need to be paid more than 1 year, 3 years, means basically non-current assets are usually company holds for a duration of 10 years, 15 years duration also, okay. And there is a big advantage, okay, in holding the long-term liabilities. Why? Because it's a tax advantage, okay. If you are earning more money and you are paying some debt in it, and you are reducing your earnings there, so by showing a small amount of earnings, and you could pay less debt, and at the same time your assets ratio will keep increasing every year on year. And now other parameter is fixed assets, okay. Fixed assets means it is a long term assets. Every company holds some land, some buildings, so these are the part of the assets. So it is so you need to know by calculating. Example, if you are having current assets of 100 crores, okay, and the current liabilities, total liabilities and is costing is around like 50 crores, okay. Current liability, non-current liabilities are 50 crores. So 100 minus 50 crores. But if the market capital of the company is 30 crore, in which let us consider 60 crores as well, okay, and here only 50, even by subtracting the total liabilities from the current assets itself is almost 50 crores, and it is trading at a 60 crore market capital, and you are getting total fixed assets capital at around only 10 crores rupees. Means like this, finding this kind of shares, they are very interesting shares, and they could give 100% very good return, okay, at like this kind of companies. If means it doesn't be like that, there would be company where people loses interest as well, and you need to find that whether that particular company, it is very value is very less, is it people liking the company's products or not, whether consumption is present in this business or not, you need to find, okay. So this is one thing. Another thing while reading a balance sheet. So whenever you try to find balance sheet from the any website, there you find two different balance sheets for a single company. One is standalone balance sheet, another is consolidated balance sheet. Okay, so let us know the difference between standalone balance sheet and consolidated balance sheet. Standalone balance sheet is a single company detail, it is present. Okay, usually if a company listed its shares, it doesn't mean like the company completely involved in its own company. Example, for let us take an example. Okay, JK company, JK group is there, Future group is there. So like this, different a big means it is a group of companies. Okay, or Tata also having multiple companies. Okay, but it's usually we say it Tata group. Okay, so there what happens, for that group of companies, they have multiple shares, and if and every share is investing their some money in another share as well. Okay, example, JK business contains JK paper is there, and JK cement is there, JK bank is there, JK infra is there. Like this, so many companies are there. So what happens, example, JK infra is there. So if they find the company it's one of the its own company is quoting at very less price, then what they will do, JK will invest some capital in JK paper. What if JK paper loses again some value? So possible that the consolidated sheet will go down. So it won't be possible like standalone and if we read it is okay. You have to read both. Okay, and sometimes possible standalone you see at very good you see it as very good recordings, but when you see at a consolidated balance sheet, you won't find a good values what you expect about the particular company. So thank you. I assume you all are able to understand. For means though I have said more things to you, first try to see the balance sheet for any particular company in money control website, and you able to understand it better, and check whether it is a consolidated balance sheet and whether it is a standalone balance sheet. So standalone balance sheet you need to see it. Okay, thank you very much.